From West Hollywood, California, the only news team that doesn't know what's on the teleprompter before they read it. Anyone who laughs or breaks loses points. This is Breaking News.
Welcome to Breaking News, the show where we don't know what we're about to say and we aren't allowed to smile or laugh or make a little cummy in our pants. I'm Porkin' my dad.
And I'm me, Mario. We're here with tonight's top stories, and if you don't like that, you can come to my apartment to yell at me. Don't put that on the internet. Come at night when I'm sleeping. I sleep sprawled out, definitely naked. I have no central air conditioning, and so there is a small AC unit that is blasting directly at me. I have like all those colored bulbs and stuff, and sometimes it's nice to fall asleep with the one that's on my bed in like a little purple hue.
But first, youths. In a desperate attempt to stay relevant to our besties, we'll be investigating current teen slang words like yeet, liddy, fam, sup, get pinned. That's so Raven. Delaware. Shaka, brah. Drake and Josh.
I tell you what, young people are going to save us. When I look at folks like Greta Thunberg and the Sunrise Movement, and I'm inspired to stop working on hard things because the kids are on the case. My favorite teens are,
One teen, any child under the age of 18. How old is Zendaya? Anyone.
That's the thing, is that Zendaya is like all the people that I think of as teenagers are no longer teenagers. Oh my God, is this what it's like to, I'm getting old. Okay, well, that was a complete failure. I don't know, Spider-Man's not even a teenager anymore. I don't even know.
In other news, today is National Communion Wafer Day. Communion wafers, put a man in your mouth.
Local churches are anticipating a huge influx of parishioners. Odd for a weekday. If you've never been to the weekday mass at a Catholic church, picture a priest doing the most rote, muscle memory service he can manage for 18 of the oldest hags you can imagine. You might think they'd be friendly because they're filled with the Holy Spirit. You'd be wrong.
Weekday Catholics haven't smiled since Kennedy was elected. They treat the service like more of a job than the priest does. I hope they go to heaven just to make the time input worth it.
For National Wafer Day, get yourself into the back room of your local church, don't look around at anything else going on, and grab a fat stack of wafers. No, I won't. My favorite flavor is white.
And my favorite flavor is also white.
Hold your horse, girls! Hold them tight! I just heard that we've got breaking news coming in from our Metro reporter, Ciso, my piso.
Thanks, I'm I'm here outside of Gene Hackman's movie trailer, just waiting for him to die. I don't bear any ill will, of course. He's a treasure, but he's an old treasure, and a scoop this big could change my life. Guys would want to be me, and girls would want to beat my ass raw. Earlier, I thought I heard him die, but turns out it was just a PA eating a bagel real loud, and not the sound of Gene Hackman's mortal soul leaving his body. Ugh.
I gotta say, Ciso, I'm a bit disappointed.
Likewise, I've staked out many of our oldest celebrities, like, ooh, wow, this is the complete opposite problem for me. Who's old now?
James Hong.
Sure, James Hong. Why am I forgetting his name? Warren Buffett.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is old. Is that old now?
Oh yeah. J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. Look, I'm
also not old.
Aging well, I think. Who else? I'm getting faces and not names, so I'm just gonna go with the characters I remember.
Describe the
Magneto.
faces.
He's old. Professor X. Oh, opposite Brad Pitt. You know that one movie when he was born old. Anyway, I even greased the steps of their trailers, but every single one of them Willy Wonka's somersault over the slippery stuff. So here I am back at Gene's. Love his work in Bonnie and Clyde, and now I wish he'd Bonnie and die.
I don't care for puns about death.
Really? Well, here are 3 more. Coughin' up, you're gonna die. That's a pun on coughing. Looks like my heart ripped. That's R.I.P. And then I've had one few funerals. One too many funerals.
Thank you, CISO. We've got more piping wet news to funnel down your solar poles. Our weatherman Biff is out today on account of getting picked up by a tornado at a bar.
At least somebody's getting picked up.
Shut up, Porkin. In financial news, howsy whatsies. Who needs them? We've got our markets reporter, Ashy Janice, on the story.
It's me! I'm standing here outside Gene Hackman's tasteful tri-level Spanish-style estate. It's expected to sell for a pretty penny when Gene Hackman pops the question. The question being, am I dead yet? But there have been murmurs lately that the housing bubble is going to pop. And since I'm an expert, I'm gonna tell you how stagflation works. So it increases to a point, and then after it flags, and teens, right? Anyway, back to you.
Educational.
And what is the Federal Reserve's role in all of this?
Totally, okay. So let me explain using as many names and technical terms as I can. Bernanke, there's a role. So inflation is when you do want some inflation, but it needs to be a percentage that is low, between 1 and 2. And if the Federal Reserve prints too many dollars, then people will be too happy, and we need to crush their souls into the ground, under the foot of the federal government not giving a crap about any of them. And that's stagflation.
Thanks, Ashy. Any peep from Gene?
I hope not. We want him dead. Back to you.
And that about does it for tonight's news.
Hate to see you leave, love to see you walk away.
Porkin, there is it. You and I are getting divorced. That's it for us, but before we go, we'll tell you that tonight's loser in a stunning upset is Becca. I don't know. As punishment, she has to list her top 5 Gene Hackman performances other than the Royal Tenenbaums. And she will also reenact her favorite line from each movie.
This is a Gene Hackman impression, and you're a shitty son. I've only seen the Royal Tenenbaums.